Well, have I got news for you today? If you're wondering why I've got this sonic screwdriver out, it's because we're talking about 2005 Doctor Who. Now, before we watch any of this footage, I want to say a big thank you to the man who's made this video possible. He hasn't submitted this to me, he's put it on his own YouTube channel. Paul Master 101 has released so much behind the scenes footage from 2005 Doctor Who in the early stages of filming. Now, why is this important? You might be wondering to yourself. Well, as you know, Christopher Eccleston only did one series of Doctor Who, and it's been speculated for ages on why did he leave, because he wasn't meant to do one series, he was meant to do 2, 3, 4, 5, however many he wanted to do, but instead bowed out in the early process of filming Doctor Who. Why did he do this? The big question, well, the big theory behind it was his relationship fell apart with Russell T Davies and other people on the behind the scenes crew thing, but there was always a story of the infamous flying, flaming sofa, which is a lot to take in. And what it was people on set, or someone on set, or someone watching, claimed that the reason that Chris left was because he saw something on set which he didn't think was okay. And it was a sofa that was on fire that got thrown at someone who was an extra and almost hit them. This was part of a scene. It wasn't just a producer getting angry and throwing an on-fire couch to an extra. But still, it was for a scene. A flaming sofa gets thrown at an extra and it almost hits them. Now, this has just been a theory, an old wives' tale, something to keep us talking whilst we'll never really know. Until today, on Paul Master 101's YouTube channel, the real story behind filming Doctor Who's celebrated comeback. Now, I'd recommend watching this whole video yourself because it's so interesting. I'm going to talk about 3 major points that I've picked up whilst watching the whole thing in this video. He has the flaming sofa footage. Now, I'm not going to try and get him in trouble here because obviously I don't want anything like this. He's not put this out there saying this is why Chris left. But the fact that people out there have said this is why Chris left, but there's never been any footage. Now there is footage, it's making me a bit, So I'll let you watch this footage for yourself, guys. This is the infamous flying, flaming sofa. Let's have a look.
It's rained down from cranes above. Each take involved prolonged setups, but eventually they got what they needed, and that was it for the night. If I learned one thing...
There it is, there's the flaming sofa. We'll play that again one more time without audio. As you can see, there's an extra there diving out the way of a flaming sofa, which very nearly hit them. That is like very, very close. Let's try and stop it on the exact moment that it happens. There. That is extremely close to them. So, after all this time, maybe this is true. Now, obviously, as a big disclaimer, we don't actually know why Christopher Eccleston left, but the fact that this theory was put out there and now there's footage of it, it's a weird coincidence, isn't it? But then again, like I say, his relationship, he said his relationship with Russell T Davies broke down, so it probably is that and stuff like that. But it's just cool hearing this old wives' tale and seeing this happen. It's like being told about Bloody Mary and then actually seeing Bloody Mary appear in your mirror at the night. You know what I mean? It's like seeing this thing actually that's just been an urban myth come to life is mental to me. It's crazy. Okay, so this next bit's really interesting. So Paul, who's owning this channel, was there on the shoots. He'd come over from Melbourne to come and watch the shooting as a fan. He met Russell T Davies and mentioned that he had a friend over in Melbourne. And I'll just let you watch this. Again, please go watch Paul's entire video. It's all really interesting. I just want to point out these moments. This made my jaw drop to the ground.
During my time in Cardiff, I'd been constantly texting my fanboy mate in Melbourne, Peter, who was near the beginning of his writing career. Chris Eccleston had been his favourite actor well before Doctor Who, and Russell was his favourite writer. I told Russell about him, and he immediately said, "Shall we call him?" We'd be waking Peter around 6 a.m, but it was worth it, so I called. He answered half asleep, and I handed the phone to Russell, who said, and I'll try not to do an impression, "Hello, Peter, it's Russell T Davies here. How are you?" There was a long pause, and then a loud scream, and did we laugh? They had a nice long chat about Doctor Who and writing in general, although I could only hear half of it. Eventually, Russell handed the phone back, and Peter was buzzing. I told him about the insane luck I'd been having. Peter's surname is McTighe, by the way. You may have heard of him. By the time...
What? Like, how mad is that? This guy put Pete McTighe and Russell T Davies in contact for the first time in 2005. That's mad to me. You know what I mean? Like, what are the chances of that? I've just dropped my screwdriver, that's how mad it is. Like, that Pete McTighe. If you don't know Pete McTighe, he wrote Lucky Day and half of The War Between the Land and the Sea with Russell T Davies, the spin-off. They met on this phone call from Paul. How mental is that? Now, I don't want to feel like I'm just playing Paul's video out completely, because like there was a long bit there where I was basically just playing his video out. So like I say, please go and watch his full thing. There's things here that I'm not talking about that are still really cool. But I just found this mental. My jaw literally dropped. I think I left a comment on this video. I can't see the comments right now, but I left a comment being like, that twist was like bigger than anything I've seen in Doctor Who for ages. So that's just super cool. And it does just show things in life just happen. Pete's favourite writer was Russell and his favourite actor was Christopher Eccleston. The fact they came together to make Doctor Who was something mad. The fact that he managed to get a phone call was mad. And now the fact that they work together is mad. I can't believe it. And the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video, like I say, it's a long video. There's really interesting stuff in here, but I don't want to just rip off the entire video. The last thing I'm going to talk about is Paul here has snuck into the shopping centre where they're filming bits for Rose. And I just thought this was really sweet and cool.
I'd noticed a side entrance, so I tried to peek in there. I couldn't see very much, but about an hour into it, a security guard came over. I was expecting to be moved on, but instead he handed me a piece of paper with Billy's autograph on it, and told me that Billy was worried about me getting cold. It was a bit random, but so sweet. As they continued inside,
It just does sum up Billy Piper. I feel like out of everyone, like all of the celebrities I look at, I think I look at all of them and I assess how nice they are. I look at Billy and I think she probably is just super sweet. And giving him an autograph, being like, I'm worried about you being cold, it's just nice. We do have a call sheet here, which is interesting. I don't know how much I can show. I mean, I suppose it is Paul showing this. And he's blurred out the important things. But, like, it's really cool to see an actual call sheet for something that was made 21 years ago, but I'm still madly obsessed with. So it shows, obviously, where they're filming that day. So you've got the exterior shopping city street, and then there should be some interiors in here as well, but I think this is just one side of it. It's just super interesting for someone who's into Doctor Who to see a call sheet from Doctor Who. It's why I love Rachel Talalay's videos as well, because she always shows off the behind the scenes documents and things, which I love. But yeah, I just thought that was a cool video, and I saw it and I was like, there's some things I need to talk about here, but like I said, I don't want to rip off the whole video, so please go check out Paul's video in the description. If I forget to link it in the description, it's Paul Masters 101 is the channel. So yeah, mean the world if you could check it out, because this guy has bought me some of the best for a behind the scenes neek. This is the best sort of video you can watch. So thank you, Paul. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about the flaming sofa incident? Do you think it's what led Chris to leave Doctor Who, or do you think we're all overthinking it? Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow, where I'll be talking about AI. Ooh, keep your eyes peeled for that. Please subscribe, like, comment. There's a hype button near the comments if you want to press that. It means the absolute world. You can become a member. I'm going to start kicking up members videos very, very soon. Or you can leave a super chat in the comments if you'd rather, in the, what they call super thanks, I think they're called. Just leave me a couple of quid. I'll give you a shout out in the next video. It'll be nice. But thank you for watching. I'll see you later. And ta-ra, play Duggadoo.